Hello, everybody. Welcome to the CI edition of the Adapted Floor Hockey State Tournament previews. I'm Caden. This is Reese, as always. Before we start, I do want to say that unfortunately, I will not be able to make it to the Saturday games. Special Olympics Floor Hockey is hosting their state tournament on the same day, and I play Special Olympics Floor Hockey, so I will not be able to make it on Saturday. However, I will be there for the Friday games. I'll be there for all quarterfinal games. I will try to watch one period of each game and potentially overtime if it gets there. So, with that out of the way, let's jump right into the CI division. We just got finished with the PI division, so yeah. Starting off, we've got Maple Grove, Osseo Park Crimson taking on the South Suburban Jets. Players to watch for Maple Grove. Junior center, number 12, Cortez Crumble. First of all, I really like that name. He's listed as a center, and one of the rules that I put on as soon as I realized that we should be doing this is that the centers and the goalies are automatically making it into players to watch. No doubt about it. So, center, number 12, Cortez Crumble. I don't know what he can do. I didn't watch Maple Grove play, so, yeah. Senior center, number 13, Daniel Peters. Again, I didn't watch Maple Grove play. So I don't know much about any of these guys, so I'm just saying these are players to watch. We'll see how they do. And then junior goalie number 40, Tristan Perry. First of all, I love goalies wearing the number 40. And second of all, Tristan Perry, goalie. We'll see what he can do against the South Suburban Jet squad. Speaking of, let's move on to South Suburban, where we've got junior center number 13, Jordan Caveness. He played really well in the soccer state tournament. I have no doubt that he will play very well in the floor hockey state tournament as well. Next up, we've got junior goalie number 27, Josh Bruce. And, yeah, I mean, again, I haven't watched South Suburban play either. So we'll see what these players can do. And then we've got their second center, number 43, Mason Bordeaux.
I think it's pronounced Bordeaux.
Bordeaux?
Bordeaux.
Bordeaux.
Yes.
Okay, Bordeaux. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say. Again, didn't watch them play. So, yeah. With that, keys to the tournament for Maple Grove. Get pucks in deep. Believe. Play your game. Northern team, let them underestimate you. Oh, thought I had more, but I don't. So, yeah, I mean, get pucks in deep, I mean, it's what all hockey players say in an interview. Yeah, we got to get pucks in deep. Got to keep getting pucks in deep, and, yeah, got to believe. If you don't believe, you're not going to win. If you don't think you can win, all of a sudden you lose that mindset, and yeah. You got to play your game. You don't want to play theirs. You want to play your game. You want to force them into playing your game. And you're a northern team, so let them underestimate you. The North recently has been weaker than the South. Really is as simple as that. With that, keys to the tournament for South Suburban. They had a great start to the season, but you got to get that momentum back. And honestly, with their playoff wins, I think they're going to have that momentum going into the state tournament. Don't get ahead of yourself. One game at a time. And this goes for all teams, but think of one game at a time. Don't be thinking of the state championship game until you get there. Don't get too cocky. Now, I say this because I don't know who it was, but after they won the Consolation Championship in soccer, I overheard one of their players say in kind of this cocky voice, "Are you surprised?" I don't know who that was, but you don't want to get too cocky. So, yeah. That's all I've got. Moving on to predictions. Now, what I do is I ask each I ask 4 AI models to predict each game. Now, for privacy reasons, I did not use any names. Instead, I just used the numbers on the back of their jerseys. So yeah, should be no risk. And yeah, let's just get right into what the AIs are thinking for this one. ChatGPT says South Suburban will beat Maple Grove 5-3. Gemini says South Suburban will beat Maple Grove 4-3. Grok says South Suburban will beat Maple Grove 8-6. And Claude says South Suburban will beat Maple Grove 6-4. I can give you the reasonings. I'm not going to give them for ChatGPT or Claude because theirs are just way too long to say. However, for Gemini and Grok, they give short and to the point answers. So let me scroll up here on Gemini's. This is playoffs. Let's playoffs. State tournament. Okay. So it said this is the hardest game to call. The Crimson have the depth, but the Jets have home site advantage and veteran coaching duo. Crimson's 5-minute rotation will keep them in the game late, but lack of superstar overall at the forward positions makes it hard to beat a goalie like Ruse. Well, like, you get what I'm saying. I'm translating it. Says 0-0 after 1, 2-0 Jets after 2, and obviously 4-3 final. Grok. Where are you? There you are. This is the PI division. We want the CI division. Let's semis. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the correct one here. There we
I
go.
guess I could have been filibustering, but
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Jets' higher end star power and home gym familiarity edge out the Crimson's rotation depth in a high scoring battle. First period ends 3-2 Jets. Second period sees the Crimson tie at 4-4, but Jets pull ahead 6-5 late. Crimson ties it at 6-6, but then that would be Caveness wins it on 2 late goals for an 8-6 win. Now, my personal prediction, I think South Suburban's simply the better team, so I'm saying 8-3 in favor of South Suburban. I just don't see a Northern team beating a Southern team. But Stillwater-Mahtomedi is going to give the Southern teams a run for their money. And Reese, you said 9-5.
Yep, I did. Kind of like it's at their home gym. I mean, I just haven't really seen. I just really know nothing about Maple Grove and like how they play and what they're like. But I do think that being at their home gym, and I think that they just have the more experience. I feel like, and it's at their home gym, so I mean, yeah, that's really all I can think of to say.
Yeah, fair enough. With that, let's move on to New Prague Trojans versus. Technically, I think it's Shakopee-Prior Lake Southern Stars. I still put Chaska Chanhassen in front of it
That's what it
because.
says at Shakopee-Prior Lake.
Yeah, I still put Chaska Chanhassen in front of it because that's what I'm used to, so. Yeah, players to watch New Prague Trojans. Now, you're the one who suggested this one to me, Carter Toopy.
Yep, I did,
You said
and I
senior leadership, right?
senior leadership, been there, proven winner, and yeah, so he knows like what to expect and all of
Yeah,
that, and he's been a part of some good New Prague teams.
yeah, absolutely.
New Prague's back-to-back state champion, right?
They won it last year, not the year before.
Who won it?
Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington.
Oh, that's right.
Yep,
Yeah.
it went so New Prague, Blazing Cats, New Prague. Were the
Okay.
past 4 years.
All right. I see.
With that, moving on, freshman goalie number 13, Grayson Flaherty. Now, normally when we talk about Grayson, we're talking about probably the greatest PI player to play in the PI division, but now we're talking about Grayson Flaherty. And he's a new goalie, we believe. I'm pretty sure he's new.
Yes, because they had a ton of seniors graduate,
Yep.
including their goalie, from what I remember.
Yes. And he's had a pretty good season. The thing is, I mean, he's only let up 29 goals, right? The thing is, will he be able to play at the biggest stage? I think with this New Prague team in front of him, I think he will be able to, but we'll see. We'll see. Moving on to their center, Logan Bermel. Haven't seen him play, so don't know much about him, but I mean, he's the center on the reigning champs. So, pretty scary player. Moving on to the Southern Stars, we've got sophomore center forward Dylan Noaman. And if I remember correctly, this kid in soccer was their star striker. But this
I
is
think
floor hockey now.
you said he had 5 goals.
Yeah, he did pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I remember we highlighted him in the soccer video as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what he can do at the biggest stage in floor hockey. This is the Southern Stars' first time in program history making the state tournament in floor hockey. So, yeah.
And I will point something out here. These two teams have played each other
That is
twice. 12-6, first game of the year, and 9-4 about a month ago now, both in New Prague wins. Southern Stars had to play 2 playoff games to get here. STMA Buffalo Monticello and Mounds View Irondale Roseville, which they won 11-2 and 10-8.
What a game against Mounds View, by the way. I wasn't there for it. I had practice that day, but I
Your
wasn't
practice
able
got
to
canceled,
go.
I think,
I
right?
wasn't
'Cause
able to
weather.
go. No, it was the next day.
Oh, yeah,
My
because it was supposed to be played on a Wednesday, and then it
Yeah, and
got
they
pushed
pushed it back to
Thursday.
the Thursday. So yeah, I wasn't able to go because everybody who could drive me had something to do. So, moving on. I don't know why those two went together, but I guess we're doing senior center forward Ayub Hussein and 8th grade goalie Ben Madsen. Now, 8th grade goalie, first of all, wow, hello. 8th grader. And he played in soccer. He was also the goalkeeper in soccer. And he did pretty well. Yes, he led up, 7 goals to Dakota United, but I mean, they ended up winning the championship. They were insane. No need to worry about Dakota United here, though. And yeah, I just haven't seen this team play. It really is as simple as that. I don't know anything about Ayub Hussein, but he's listed as center forward, so yeah. With that, keys to the tournament for New Prague. You're undefeated. You're the defending champions. You've played the Southern Stars twice. You beat them both times. You know how they play, but they know how you play. So play your game. And yeah, I mean, just play your game. You're the defending champions. You're undefeated. Show why you're here. Right? Let's just move straight on to the Southern Stars. You have the worst record in the tournament, so let teams underestimate you. And I said it a lot in the PI division video, but if you let teams underestimate you, they might come out a bit easy, and then all of a sudden, if you come out hard and you're up 3-0 all of a sudden, and then they're like, oh crap, we have to play harder, you know? I love when teams underestimate us. You know how New Prague plays, but they also know how you play. You played New Prague twice, you lost both times. Again, let them underestimate you. And with that, we move on to predictions. ChatGPT said New Prague will win 6-2. Gemini said 4-2. Grok said 9-6. And Claude said 6-4. So a couple of really close games, and honestly pretty low scoring for CI division play. But yeah. Moving on to our predictions. I've got New Prague winning 13-7. I think that's going to be a high scoring affair. And yeah. Nothing much else to say. I mean, I think New Prague's the better team, but I think the Southern Stars come out with that state tournament mentality and show, hey, we belong here despite our 6-6 record. And Reese, you said 11-4.
Yep, I do think they keep it close for the first 10 minutes or so, first period and a half, but then I think New Prague pulls away in the later half of the game.
Yeah, fair enough. I dropped my cap for the water bottle that I'm drinking out of, so let me... There we go. Alright. So yeah, with that, let's move on to what I believe to be the best game of this quarterfinal match. Or matchups, I should say. Stillwater-Mahtomedi versus Kato Knights. Now, I have gotten the privilege to watch both teams play in person. I watched a couple of streams for the Kato Knights. And, yeah. First up, Stillwater-Mahtomedi. Freshman utility player, Annabelle I don't know how to say her last name.
I think it's Zavizlak.
Zawizlak?
Vizlak. Yes.
Gotta say that in a German accent.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't even know if that's German for sure. But either way, she played really well against the Rams from what I saw. I'm pretty sure that was her. I might be getting her confused with the actual girl listed as center in the lineup, but I'm pretty sure that was her, so that's why I've got her listed as utility. She plays everywhere. Moving on, senior forward number 21, Noah Kent. Now, if you remember how Logan Curtis plays. What he does is he just runs around with the puck until he's got an open lane and then shoots it in the net. Noah Kent is also extremely fast, and he's got a really good shot. I like to compare the two players because they have similar play styles, and they're both specifically forwards. So, yeah, Noah Kent, very, very good player. Watch out for him. And then the 8th grade goalie, Alex Hansen. Now, I watched him shut out the Mounds View team. I watched him shut out the Rams. And he played insane. That was an amazing goaltending performance by Hansen. Can he do the same against a Southern team? I think he will. Because I think he's got a pretty good glove. I didn't see it in action, but he only let up 8 goals this season. Right? He only let up 8 goals this season. So, yeah. Moving on to the Mankato Knights. Freshman goalie, Taylor Tokheim. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. The goalie battle is going to be huge. I think both goalies are very good against low shots. I think both goalies have a slight weakness to high shots. But overall, and this is no offense to Taylor at all, but overall I think Hansen has the edge. Junior defenseman number 9, Kellen Britz. Now, I was going to put Nick Hernandez here, but I decided to put Britz here. I think Britz is a very good defenseman. I mean, he played all 45 minutes against Dakota United in that 19-14 barn burner. And he had a pretty good game, too. So, yeah, I mean, Kellen Britz, watch out for him. He'll burn you on defense. And then, of course, we got to put the center here, Jack Okumo. I mean, this kid can do it all. He can defend, he can attack, he can play forward, he can
really play
fast.
anywhere.
Yeah, he's got a great shot too.
Very good shot. And I mean, Taylor, if you see this video, make this man eat his own words and outdo Alex Hansen. Make this man eat his own words and regret. Nah.
I don't mean nothing by it, okay? I don't mean to offend anybody. I would love to see him make me eat my own words 100%. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Okumo is gonna... He'll burn teams for sure, but we'll see if Hansen can stop him. Or if Kent or Zavizlak can stop him. Or anybody on the ponies, for that matter. We'll see what happens. Keys to the tournament for Stillwater-Mahtomedi. You are also undefeated and you are the defending runner-ups. Teams will not underestimate you. But you're a northern team, so maybe they will underestimate you. Even though you're undefeated and you're the defending runner-ups. Heavy off-season losses as well, so maybe they will underestimate you. Who knows? Who knows what they'll estimate you as? But either way, you got to remember the essentials. And I didn't put this on here, but you got to remember the essentials. With that, let's move on to the Kato Knights. Feed the scorers. Feed Jack, feed Nick. Hell, feed Kellen. You know?
I mean, Kellen can put one in from
Kellen can rip
way
it.
back there if he wants.
Oh, yeah.
He's more than capable. He can put shots on net.
I would love to see the depth player score as well. I mean, Visker, Sierra, who else is there?
Pickett,
Yeah,
Sherlock.
yeah. Do you guys call him Sherlock by any chance? Like, this is a genuine question. I need to know. I need closure. Because when I saw that name, I'm like, Sherlock Holmes? He first of all, he lives in Mankato, and second of all, he plays for the Kato Knights? God, you have no idea. If the if the coaches weren't around, you know what I would say every time he says something so obvious? Yeah, no crap, Sherlock. You know I would be making these jokes, man.
Oh, you absolutely would.
I need closure on this. Anyway, let Tokheim do his thing. Even though I still don't know if it's Tokheim or Talkheim, let him do his thing. He's your goalie. Sure, block shots for him, absolutely. Block those shots. You guys are great at blocking shots. But let him cover the puck, That's his move. He loves to cover the puck. Slow the game down. Let some time run off the clock. Simple as that. Keep the essentials in mind. I talked about it a little bit, but you got to keep the essentials in mind. You can't be taking offsides penalties, or not penalties, but you can't be going offsides and taking a face off. You can't be, for Tokheim, you can't be not squared up to whoever's shooting. You get it. You got to keep the essentials in mind. Keep the foot on the gas. Now, Reese was the one who
I suggested this
yes.
because there's two games, 8-7 and 6-4 finals, and now from what I remember, they were up big in those, but then they took the foot off and they just kind of let them crawl back in. And yeah, instead of ending it in stop time by winning by 6, some number I refuse to say, 8 or 9 goals, you only win by 1 and 2 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really simple. You have to keep the foot down at all times, especially in the state tournament.
Especially in the state tournament, 100%. And I said this a bit earlier, you got to block some shots. Yes, you got to let Tokheim do his thing, but you got to block some shots as well. So that they don't even have to get through to the goalie. Now we move on to AI predictions and our predictions, and I was quite surprised that all the AI had a consensus on this one. Starting off, ChatGPT said Stillwater 6-3. Gemini said 6-3 in favor of Stillwater as well. Grok said 8-5 in favor of Stillwater, and Claude said 6-3 in favor of Stillwater. So 3 of the AIs are saying 6-3 in favor of Stillwater. Now we'll do Grok's first here. Let's see here. Pony's perfect season, elite goaltending, and superior depth at center carry them to win in a high-scoring affair. This is not a high-scoring... Well, Grok says it is. Never mind. This is Grok, not Gemini. First period ends 3-2 Ponies. Second period sees Mankato tie it 4-4 on... And again, I use the numbers, not names, but translating this live here. On Hernandez and Britt's contributions. So Nick Hernandez and Kellen Britt's getting in on the action here. But then the Ponies' fresh centers pull ahead 6-4 late. Stop time keeps it close. Mankato pushes it to 7-5, thanks to none other than Jack Okumo. Hansen stones late chances. The goalie stones late chances. And, well, that's not going to happen. Says Kent adds an empty netter.
Yeah, I don't think you're able to pull the goalie.
You are able to pull the goalie, actually, but it adds another defender.
Really?
It adds another defender, not a center or a forward.
Okay.
Which I think they need to change that.
So what you're saying is you think it should add another forward or
I think it should add another center. I think that this is what the rules should be. I think that you can do the last 5 minutes or you can do the last 3 minutes, and I think it should be the same as the Special Olympics rule. In Special Olympics, in the last 2 minutes of the game, you can pull the goalie for an extra center if you're losing and in the last 2 minutes of the game. That would translate to about 3 minutes left in the game. Because Special Olympics uses 3 minutes, 3 9-minute intervals. So, or 3 3-minute intervals, 9-minute periods. In the last 2 minutes, you can pull the goalie for another center. I think that should be the rule in the CI division, but I digress. I'm not the rule maker. But that's what I think it should be. Now, let me get Gemini up here. Key matchup to watch. Said Noah Kent versus Kellen Britz. Prediction says 1-1 after 1. Stillwater leads 3-1 after 2. And then 6-3 final. Yeah, it didn't really say much else. So, my personal prediction, I'm going to take Kato in overtime to beat Stillwater 9-8. I think this is going to be a really good game. And yes, I did say overtime. You said Kato also in overtime 10-9.
Yep, I did. I mean, I think they figure out Hansen early, and I think it's just a back and forth, like, one score. It's just a back and forth counter punch type game. Like, I think it's going to be close throughout. I will say that. And I'm going to throw an extra prediction out there. Kellen Britz with the OT winner.
Oh. I'm gonna say Nick Hernandez with the overtime winner, but I do like the.
That's why I was
Kellen
gonna go with.
Britz.
I'm like, that's too basic. Like, he's a forward. He's gonna have like 4 or 5 goals. I mean, Britz is more fun. I feel like.
I like it. I like it. With that, let's move on to our final quarterfinal. We've got the South Washington Thunderbolts taking on the Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington Blazing Cats for the 3rd time this season. Thunderbolts won both games. It was 9-8 in overtime and 11-5, I believe. Don't mind that. Starting off for players to watch for the South Washington Thunderbolts, we've got the freshman goalie Asher Lang. And I watched Asher play against Dakota, and Asher had a decent game. Not going to say great game, not going to say terrible game, but there was one call where it didn't go in, but the ref said it did. So, yeah. I don't really have much else to say about the goalie. Now, I'm going to do these two at the same time here. Senior center forward Jordan Nade and senior center forward Logan Curtis are definitely players to watch. Nade and Curtis will absolutely torch teams. 100%. These two are a very good combo. These two are great. I don't have. I thought I had more to say, but I really don't. But yeah, Nade
I
and
mean, you
Curtis. Yeah.
kind of said it in the Stillwater-Mankato game. Him and Noah Kent are the same. Like, they'll run circles around you.
Oh yeah.
They have good shots and all that. I mean, I honestly don't think there's much more to say. But then again, what do I know? I have not watched a South Washington or a Stillwater game this year. Everything I'm saying is coming from the man himself. So
Yeah. I don't have much else to say. Moving on. Blazing Cats. Now, we technically both have watched the Blazing Cats when they played Dakota United. That game was streamed. And yeah, I mean, we got to talk about the goalie, Alyssa
Bonacera,
Bonacera. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alyssa Bonacera. And she played amazing in the Dakota game. I'm pretty sure she got like 35 saves in the South Washington game earlier that season.
and then she had like 45 against the Hawks in that game that you and I both
Yeah,
watched.
she had a lot of saves in that 5-1, I believe it was, win
Five to
for
one, yeah.
the Blazing Cats, which is crazy. 45, you said 45, right?
44.
44. 44 saves, one goal against. That's an
From what I
amazing
remember, that
save
is.
percentage. So, yeah, I mean, she's definitely a player to watch. Moving on, I mean, you got to put Zahaven here. Zahaven Kotian here. I mean, he's the center. He's the centerpiece. He's the heartbeat of this team. He's the heartbeat of this offense. And he is great. He is a very good player. How many goals did he get against Dakota?
Two?
Did he
I
get
want to say
two?
two or three.
We'll go with him getting a hat trick. And yeah, I mean, that's always an accomplishment, getting 2 to 3 goals. Yeah, he is really the heartbeat of the offense. And moving on, we've got the senior defenseman Ryan Maltby. Now, Reese, I believe you're the one who was scrolling through the Facebook and saw Ryan's name a lot.
Nope. I mean, I think he was scoring, he was getting assists. Like, he can do it all from back there.
I mean, hey, an offensive defenseman is certainly something in the CI division where you have to stay on your side of the line. With that, let's move on to the prediction, or keys to the tournament, rather. Keys to the tournament for South Washington. Feed Nade and Curtis. This is huge. You got to feed your stars. Nade and Curtis are the offense. Yes, you have other offensive players, but I think they got to kind of become playmakers and just pass the puck to Nade and Curtis because they really know what to do with the puck. Curtis is one of the few players I put as a 99 overall. In our post-tournament video, I will make an honorary 99 club. And, yeah. Fun fact, there's like 3 players, so, yeah. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with us, right? You gotta play your game. That's really what that means. You have to play your game. Really, as simple as that. You don't want to be playing the other team's game. You want to lock them in here with you. You know how they play. Exploit their weaknesses. They know how you play. Cover up your weaknesses. Now, yes, that's really hard to do, but you gotta exploit weaknesses, and then you gotta figure out how you can attack your own weaknesses. Keys to the tournament for the Blazing Cats. Let Alyssa do her thing in net. You had a year off from the tournament. Now you gotta remember how it feels just to be here, right? You played South Washington twice, and you took them to overtime in the first game. You gotta play your game, and yeah, as I said, you gotta play your game. You can't be playing South Washington's game, because once South Washington takes control of the game, I don't think they're gonna give it back. So, play your game. With that, let's get on to the predictions. ChatGPT said South Washington will win 7-5. Gemini said South Washington will win 7-4. Grok said South Washington will win 9-7. And Claude, always the outlier, it said Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington will win in overtime 5-4. Claude being the outlier in the PI division as well. But yeah, I mean, 5-4 in overtime is what Claude said. I personally think South Washington's going to take this one, but I think the Blazing Cats are going to come out with state tournament mindset and send it to overtime. I'm saying 8-7. And Reese, you said 9-8 in double overtime. Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington.
Yep. I mean, double OT has happened.
Yep.
I mean, this game will be close. I don't think it'll be that. I don't think it'll be 11-5 like they had in that second meeting. There's no way.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
I mean, I do believe that they learned from that and they figured out what they did and how they can fix that and like where they went wrong. And like I said, Alyssa, pretty good.
Yes.
Especially being the first female goaltender in Blazing Cats history.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome.
That's what it said on one of the posts.
Wow, good to know. Good on the Blazing Cats. Damn. And then we move on to the semifinals predictions. ChatGPT said Stillwater-Mahtomedi over South Washington to get back to the state championship game, 4-2 in that one. And then South Suburban takes down New Prague on their home gym, 5-4 to head to the state championship game for the first time since 2000. I would have to look it up.
I can pull it up right now if you want.
I also have the archive though. South Suburban. 2002. Gemini said South Washington over Stillwater-Mahtomedi 4-3 in overtime, and then New Prague 5-3 over South Suburban. So, it said Stillwater capitalizes on a power play, but then the day feeds Logan for the equalizer, and they head to sudden death, or overtime, I guess, sudden victory, whatever you want to call it. And they actually go with a depth player from South Washington to score the overtime winner. Whoever that starting forward is. The other starting forward. So, there you go. In the New Prague game, Jets have the advantage of playing in their home gym, but New Prague has the advantage of been there, done that. That 8-7 or 8-4 regular season win wasn't a fluke. It showed that their stars are simply more efficient at turning possessions into goals. Jets will keep it closer this time, fueled by the home crowd. Crowd is electric. 1-0 after 1 Jets. 2-1 Trojans after 2. And then obviously 5-3. Carter Tupi with the go-ahead goal with 3 minutes to go. Moving on to Grok's predictions. Let me get down to semis here. First up, it's got Stillwater-Mahtomedi beating South Washington 7-5. Let's see here. Key matchups. Pony's perfect season, elite goaltending, and superior center depth carry them to win a high-scoring semifinal. First period ends 3-2. Second period ends 4-4. Ponies pull ahead 6-5, and then an empty netter for 7-5. Grok really likes the empty net goals, eh?
Yeah, but will that happen? Probably not.
I don't think I've seen an empty netted CI play. I would love to, but I don't think it's happened. And then it said New Prague 8-6 over South Suburban. Trojans championship pedigree, elite top end talent, and regular season win over the Jets carry them to a victory in a high scoring semifinal. First period ends 4-3 Trojans. Jets tie it 5-5 after 2. And then, 8-6. And then Claude said Stillwater-Mahtomedi beats Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington 4-3. And then South Suburban takes down New Prague in overtime 6-5. Our semifinal predictions, I said South Washington will beat Kato 14-7. I don't think it's going to be as lopsided as their 16-6 in the regular season. I think Kato's going to have that, hey, we lost to them last year in the third place game right here in the state tournament. We got to get them back. Unfortunately, I don't think they have what it takes to do just that, but I do think that they will definitely make a run at it. And then I said New Prague will beat South Suburban 7-6. Don't really have any notes on that. It's just what I feel like is going to happen. And then you said Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington will make it to the state championship game and beat Kato 6-3.
Yeah, I mean, goaltending. That's really it. I mean, both teams will definitely get their chances, but to me, it comes down who prevails in net.
Hey, Tokan, make this guy eat his own words.
Honestly, do it. I would love to. I would love to be proven wrong.
I love that we have the same reaction to the same sentence. Anyway, yeah. What were you saying before I interrupted you?
I mean, what I saw from Alyssa in that Dakota game, she was just on fire, stopping everything. Like 44 saves. That's just incredible. I mean, Tokheim broke some sort of record in the 19-14 game over Dakota. That game was bizarre.
Oh my god, yeah.
Crazy.
That was an insane game.
What did I read? Like 72 saves?
74.
7. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to show up against a high-powered offense, and I do think Jack, Kellen, and whoever else they have
Nick
back there
Hernandez. Oh, you're
will
talking about defense.
yeah, will shut them down to a degree. But I don't think it'll be enough, unfortunately.
All right. And then in the second semifinal, you said New Prague over South Suburban, 9-5.
Yep. I mean, championship pedigree, played him before. It was 8-4. I don't see the result changing, unfortunately. It's just New Prague's got more experience, much more depth, and yeah.
Yeah, so there you have it. And then we move on to the championship game predictions. ChatGPT says Stillwater wins it 6-4 over South Suburban, avenges their demons from last season, exercises their demons from last season, and takes home the championship. Gemini. Two one South Washington after one. South Washington, New Prague, remember. 2-1 South Washington after one. 3-2 New Prague after two. Logan Curtis goes one of his legendary runs, circling the net twice before firing a backhand into the top corner. 3-3 game with 4 minutes left. The Trojans' championship experience shines. They don't chase the game, they wait for a mistake. A Thunderbolts defender gets caught too far forward, and Bermel sends a cross-crease pass to Tupi for the go-ahead goal. South Washington pulls their goalie for sixth defender. Nade fires a shot.
Why does AI love pulling the goalie?
I don't know.
They must think it's ice hockey or something.
Oh, 100%. And 4-3 final.
Did you specifically say floor hockey?
Yes, I've said adapted floor hockey multiple times.
Yeah, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell myself. I don't know what to tell these AIs. I love them, but like, you can disagree with me on that, but I think AI's overall decent. I'm not going to get into that argument. This is adapted floor hockey we're talking about. Anyways, Grok. The rematch of last year's final, we've got Stillwater versus New Prague. Ponies avenge last year's loss and claim their first state title in a high-scoring back-and-forth championship. First period ends 3-3. Second period sees the Trojans take a 5-4 lead. Ponies tie it 6-6 in the third. And then all of a sudden, it's 8-6, and that's the final score. Stillwater wins 8-6. And then my personal favorite of the AIs, for no exact reason, Claude. I'm not going to read everything it said because, God, it said a lot. But it said Stillwater beats South Suburban in overtime. 6-5. What a game. What a game that would be, eh? I am saying South Washington beats New Prague 9-7. I think South Washington is the best team in the division right now. And yeah, I mean, I think New Prague is going to keep it close with the championship experience, but I think South Washington's going to take it for their first title. And Reese, you said New Prague over Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington going back to back.
Yep. I mean, gonna be I think it'll be highest scoring. I hope it's highest scoring. I'm a offense guy. I just love seeing high scoring games like 19-14, 18-17, 13-11. I know you yourself as a goalie, you hate it.
Well, okay, in floor hockey it's different though.
Yeah,
In
but
floor hockey, I love the high scoring games. In ice hockey, I like the low scoring ones. So
yeah. I mean, I think Curtis, Nade, um, who else? We didn't even. I think they shine seniors. They want to. Oh wait, this is New Prague. Why was I looking at South? Oh my god! I'm, oh my
I
god!
I forgot too. To be fair,
Forgive me. It's late.
it is pretty
Okay,
late. It is currently 11:40.
11:40. I mean, Tupi, Bramel, Patrin, like they'll shine. Those I think are the driving force of that New Prague team. They've been on the team and they've experienced championships in years past, and I think those three will lead them to the victory. Now on the Lakeville side, pretty young team, only two seniors graduating. I mean, Ryan, obviously, who we talked about, and then Haley Sorensen too, who I don't really know nothing about, but
She was good in
Zahaven.
soccer, but I'm not sure if she is good in floor hockey as well as she was in soccer.
I mean, Zahaven's gonna have to be on his A game. He might have to score 5+.
Yeah, fair enough. With that, let's move on to some extra storylines. New Prague has won 2 of the last 4 state championships. Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington has also won 2 of the last 4 state championships. Obviously, New Prague winning it in 2022 and 2025, while Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington went back to back in 23 and 24. 5 of the last 6 state championships were decided by 9 or more goals. And again, I have basically a full archive here. Just so you know, on my phone, I looked through the Wayback Machine and I found pretty much every single state championship game from 2005 onwards in the CI division, 2003 and 1998. I have all of the scores for those games. So, in these state championship games that I'm talking about, obviously last year's was the exception, 11-8. In 2024, the Blazing Cats beat the Trojans 13-3. In 2023, Blazing Cats beat the Trojans 15-6. In 2022, the Trojans beat the Blazing Cats 12-3. In 2019, the Crush beat South Washington. St. Cloud beat South Washington 16-5, and in 2018, St. Cloud beat South Washington 13-4. Before that, honestly, most of them are pretty close. I'm seeing 6-5, 10-7, 4-2, 5-1, 4-1, 6-5 double overtime in 2003. What a game between Maple Grove and Owatonna, eh? Double overtime, 6-5.
Oh,
Yeah,
Owatonna?
yeah. In 2003.
Wow.
Yeah. Only one state championship game has gone to overtime since 2000, that being in 2003 when Maple Grove beat Owatonna 6-5 in double overtime. Since then, only 2 state championships have come within 1 goal differential, that being in 2013 when North Suburban beat the Blazing Cats 7-6, and in 2016 when North Suburban beat Anoka Hennepin 6-5. Anoka Hennepin and St. Paul Humboldt, a defunct team, are tied for the most CI state championships in floor hockey with 4 each. And I'm pretty sure. No, never mind. I thought Lakeville-Burnsville-Farmington had a chance to tie it, but instead New Prague has a chance to tie that this year. South Suburban won the first two Minnesota State High School League CI Adapted Floor Hockey State Championships, those being, of course, in 1994 and 1995. And yeah, those are all the extra storylines. So, Reese, is there anything you want to add before we start the outro?
I just want to point something out that's actually pretty cool that I just found out yesterday. I believe I told you this, but
Oh, yeah.
if you look at the Maple Grove team info under student managers, you'll see the last name Faber. You're like, okay, what's the significance behind this? Well, that is Brock Faber's sister.
Yeah, what a connection,
cool.
eh?
Yeah.
Imagine if he came to the state tournament. That would be something. Unfortunately, they're in Utah on Friday, so yeah. But anyway, if you need to contact me, you can contact me at everythingminnesotaadapted@gmail.com, on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, at allmnadapted, Facebook Messenger as well. I have open Everything Minnesota Adapted. You can contact Reese at his Instagram, North Star Adaptive. Go drop a follow. He does amazing over there. And yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching. Again, I will be here for the Friday games. I will not be in Bloomington for the Saturday games because unfortunately I have a tournament of my own in Shakopee. So yeah, I hope to see all of you there. I will try to watch one period of each game. And yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.